Hey everybody, it's Kenny K, and I'm here with a new movie. Not a new movie, but 1982, I believe. The last horror film gets a 5.6, gets a 5 for me. It's with Joe Spinell and Carol Monroe, the same actress who were in Maniac. I personally didn't like Maniac. I don't like movies where you are following the point of view of a maniac and a maniac that's trying to kill you. I always think it's disgusting. It's also a little bit snuffy. A little, snuffy, snuff porn. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I like the Poughkeepsie tapes, like the August Underground is even worse. I will. I'm not gonna look at those. So now here we see the hijinks of a madman and a complete mental fan who thinks he has it in him to make a movie with Carolyn Monroe as a star, as a star, and he's going all the way to France, where the festivals of Cannes are held, and at some point, people started, especially the people like producers, directors, agents, and her husband. Those four people die. Um, One gets shot with a bow and arrow, one gets decapitated, one gets squashed in a machine, and I don't know what the other happens. Basically, he follows her around. Then at some point, he just jumps in her bathroom, and she's like, oh, and he's like, with those beady eyes. Joe Spinell has this. He's actually a really ugly man. He has these beady eyes, and then that really sleazy skin. I mean, like, like a sleazeball. I mean, an Italian sleazeball mobster. He has. He's like sweating all the time. His hair is wet all the time. He's like, you would make such a good actress, you know. And then security comes. He runs away. Now, I don't want to make this movie longer than it is. It's a really simple movie to explain. At the very end, she goes to a castle where she has to do a few shots, and Joe Spinell is there, and what happens is just, but also her ex-husband is, so her husband was already her ex-husband, but apparently, so the guy who got lost his head didn't really lost his head. It was just fake, and he's sitting there with a gun aiming at Carolyn Monroe, but Joe Spinell saves the day. And basically, he says, that's a wrap up. That's a wrap up. Then we go black screen, and we go back to because he calls his grandma multiple times in the movie, and you really sympathize. In Maniac, I didn't sympathize with the guy who was scalping women. In this one, I'm sympathizing with this guy. He has nobody, no friends. He's like, it's like, please, please, grandma, please don't yell at me. I really felt sympathetic to the guy, but in this in this movie, so I'm not. They wanted you to believe that Joe Spinell is a stalker. No, Joe Spinell, screens black, is the fucking director. We see he's sitting there in New York with his grandma, looking at his picture on the wall, and he's already thinking of his next project. So it was all he was all in control. He was making his movie. He always had a camera with him. He was making the movie. That's the twist. So Joe Spinell in this movie isn't crazy, apparently. He is apparently a legit movie director. Okay, okay. I thought I'm gonna see scalped women, uh, castrated men, or something. But okay. Um, and the reason why I'm giving it a five is because it goes back and forward and back and forward. Then she meets up with him again and she runs away from him again, and then somebody comes in between. He's gone again. She's gone again. Then he comes back to her, and then somebody comes in between, and he's gone again. It's really tedious at some point, but apparently that was for the shooting. It's FUBAR. It's fucked up beyond recognition. So the last horror film from 19, I think, sorry, I think this one was 1982, not 1983, 1982. So it's not chronological, sorry. It's a movie. If you're a Joe Spinell fan and a Caroline Monroe fan, you should watch it. Give it a watch. But yeah, spoiled, I know, but still give it a watch. See you next time. Bye.